the reason as to why I went into special needs education is because I used to work for the government for the TSC, and I noticed there was a gap. And the gap had not been realized by then. One, there were children in my classroom who I felt had a need. They could read well, they could try to work so hard. But at the end of the day, they realized that they were not performing. So once, twice, they would ask me, excuse me, Miss Christine, why is it that I'm working so hard and yet I'm not seeing myself performing? So the children were not able to understand themselves. I could not be able to give them a response. So that took me back to school. Apart from that, in my school, there was also a special unit set up, which I was also very interested in. They had autistic children, cerebral palsy children, all those children. And I used to take my time to just find out how these children are doing. And that created my interest. So that also took me back to school to study these children. Yes.
Mwalimu Amina, would like to know your story, because it's not easy to find someone just moving into the special needs side of teaching. And how has it been for you? Karibu sana.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Amina. As you have heard, I'm a teacher by profession. I'm a very passionate teacher, a lover for children. And the thing that triggered me to go for special needs education is that I had a child in my class, and this child had a challenge with a hydrocephalus. The kid had a shunt, and I saw how he was performing in class because he was so gifted. So he encouraged me to go to study about this special needs education and the special need in children. Yeah.
I love that both of you are coming from a place of compassion. You saw a need in your students and you acted upon it. I know that the landscape has changed. There used to be a lot of stigma around people with special needs, children with special needs, persons with disabilities, but hopefully we're getting to make some headway, but still challenges equal. What would you say is perhaps the biggest challenge for educator in a school, for example, that has students with special, and even for parents and for the students themselves, so that we can look at it from a 360 point of view? Christine?
I will start from the parents. My major challenge is acceptance. The process of accepting that your child has a need. That's what we struggle with every day. First of all, at Teule School, we have a session before we accept you to be part of us. You have to go through an assessment. Now, they come for assessment and accept that, okay, our child has a need. But you see, this is like theory, yeah? But virtually they haven't accepted. So when you try to take them through the procedures after assessment, then now placement, and now the entire procedure, it is a whole lot. First of all, they will want to get out of the therapy sessions. They don't want to accept that this is where my child has to be every single day. Number two, like autistic children have an issue with settling. So when you try to discuss that bit, the child, usually children have two faces in school. They have the school face and the face that is at home. So at home, they may find the child good or maybe calm, but in school, the child is hyper. So when you try telling a parent, oh, your child is this way, then
like apana?
A loggerhead, you get. So there's that bit from parent acceptance. We also have a bit from the child himself. Okay, before I go to the child, the other issue that we have is for autism, we are very keen on dieting and routine. So at home, you will realize they are not keen on the dieting and that same routine. When we come to school, for us to just align the child, it's a very big issue. So that's a challenge.
That makes sense.